we are in the Fabrik in Sassenheim. This is Dale and Henny showing Dad and Vernon and Marie. I'm just going to swing around to all the cooking vats, I believe what they are. So on and so forth. I had trouble with the camera there the last time. Here we are. Pretty busy place outside on a Monday. Here we have the big mixer. Storage room is back there, the freezer. And mixer needs here. Big volume of business. They don't want to expand much. Potatoes that they have cleaned and I guess ready for processing or cooking in this particular room. And so forth. That's alright. There we go. Alright. Kind of a supply room. Directly across from it is this looks like the filling or whatever, the automatic. And across from it, I think this is something like a packaging plant. Have a look at it in that rack over there. Yeah. So. 5,000 packages in 1 hour for the automatics to be distributed all over Holland, or especially Sassenheim and surrounding districts. So here we are. He is going to show me how this works and functions. Theo is operating the machine. And like I mentioned, it puts out 5,000 packages an hour. So we'll keep our eyes on it here. And they come out packaged as this container is right down by his left hand, his arm. And that's Cousin Phil. The others are looking at the supply room and the packaging plant. Yeah, with a spoon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is the finished. Result with a small spoon inside. But this is Monday, and they're very busy here. So this is why they call the Fabrik and this is quite a machine. But that's the hopper. So on and so forth. Yeah. So, there's Henny. Very good. There's Dale holding this postma salad that is to be distributed. Like I mentioned, it's loaded on their own trucks too, and then they deliver it right to the automatique in the different places to the consumer. There they are. Postma truck. So, here we are. This is another portion of the building, or the complex, and this is across the way. And I have to find out what this is yet, but I don't know if you can see them walking in there. So we'll have a look over here. That looks like quite a big complex too. Packaging these egg rolls to the different consumers. There goes that. Okay, here we are in this building, and this is Fabrique. Manufactures egg rolls, I guess we would call them back home, filled with vegetables. They're very tasty. And so here you have it. Starting from the beginning now. There's some ingredients, and there's dough, and there's put into this particular hopper here. Then you see the dough coming out there underneath, like a ribbon. And then over in this regard, we have the cutter. Here is the lady filling the dough with ingredients. And then they have two ladies over here that fill the roll, and then they also coat it with bits of butter or something to make it cook better or whatever it is. But there they are, you can see them. And then from there they go to, from there they go to the scale by the look of it in the cooker. And then they go up through that hopper, and then out the other end down there. And then there's one woman packaging that we saw before after they're cooked. This side we have the lady, get out of the way please, and we have the lady there filling them, and two of them rolling them and wrapping them, coating them. They go, and there you see them going into the hopper to be cooked, and then they go along here, and then you can see them, they come out of the oil or grease, whatever they use, and it goes up into there, and I guess they dry them out or whatever, and then they end up down that way. We'll take a look. See them coming out down that way. Okay, there you see them, and apparently they come out of the grease cooked, and then they go back and forth, and then they drip, and then they cool off before they go over to this particular end here, and then they're packaged by that lady that you saw earlier in the film. And then they'll have a combine. Here's the woman that does the packaging talking to Annie. There you are, you see them coming out of the hopper as there they go. And this is a freezer. This is the freezer in here for egg rolls. And you can see the stock that's in here. This is how busy they are in and around Saskatchewan. So,
only egg rolls are made here.
Okay, there they are in front of the postman truck. Now Aga tells me that on my extreme right here was the first building, and that led to building the second building, what you see in the distance, and then the third building, and then also the automatique or the factory that we come out of for the egg rolls, as I call them, which is directly behind me. Okay, that's looking through the office window here, and is Adrian. This is Teo's brother. Now I just found out that apparently that these trucks are going to Germany as well as Holland in order to supply. So here, I'll pop in the office and get a closer. So, come back.
Vad hade ni nu till? Vad gjorde du då? Vad hade ni nu?
Parliament buildings. The government buildings in The Hague. So, and we received tickets to go into the government buildings, and here we are in the Hague. Theo and Lucy, or Henny rather, has driven us to the Hague, and we're in the Winkel Center here in the Hague, and as you can see, there's a restaurant, There's everything around here. In the very background is fruit and vegetables and what have you. We're going to have a bite here. There's a drugstore. There's another restaurant in the background. And a drugstore, right, as you see in the film past the escalator stairs there. And here we have sitting in the restaurant. There we go. Sitting in the restaurant. We're going to have a bite to eat and then we're going to visit
gaan zwemmen. We hebben een mooi alternatief hier. We hebben hier namelijk rechts achter u het golfslagbad, waar elk half uur kunstmatige golven worden opgewekt. Dus dan kunt u is het net een beetje alsof u in de zee zwemt. Well, the beach of Scheveningen, the seaside. Just behind you on your right hand side you see the pier, a walking promenade. It's about 400 meters long. And it got 4 artificial islands with attractions on them. Maybe you think the sea is a bit too cold to go there.
They bathe nude here. Yes, here. And then you walk here and you...
Nou, daar aan uw rechterhand zit die surfers. Ik vind dat ze heel wat lef hebben om nu te gaan surfen. Dat is het surfhoekje. To your right, all the people surfing. Rechts, windsurfing. I think they have wetsuits on, yes. It's a training ship for all kinds of people. You can just, when you want to go for sailing, you can go sailing. It's not for the naked. Het diepste, jullie hebben over het algemeen wat grotere schepen. This is the first harbor. We have 2 harbors here. This is the deepest of the 2. We zitten net in de eerste haven. This is the diepste van beide haven. Hij heeft ze zelf verteld. The chauffeur said they go 507 in one barrel. I say 500, he says 507. Dat waren nog niet de nieuwe haringen die hij geteld heeft. Er was smaller. Voor de wat kleinere visserschepen. Op elke boeg van een schip staan een paar initialen. En de initialen staan voor de stad waar ze vandaan komen. Nou, ik zie daar de EH. Misschien dat u de Enkhuizen, heel prima. De KB is Katwijk. Now, this is the second harbor. In the second harbor, that's a harbor for the smaller fisher ships. Every ship has on its bow some initials. As you see here, the SCH, that stands for Scheveningen.
Bellevue Hotel, and we're just having a coffee. This comes inclusive with the tour. And I just went to what they call the garderobe over there. But anyway, and here you have to pay to have a crap.
Het was een Fransman, dat was Le Cordonnier. En hij dacht dat het een leuk idee zou zijn dan elk land van de Verenigde Naties een cadeau zou geven aan dit gebouw. En ik ga u er een paar noemen. En zodat Duitsland gaf het hek wat helemaal om het Vredespaleis is gebouwd. België gaf een paar de entreedeur, de bronzen entreedeur. Engeland en dus de International Academy of International Law and the Court of Arbitration. It was built in the beginning of this century on advice of Tsar Nicholas II and with money of the Scottish-American Andrew given by Belgium. England gave some stained glass windows. And Holland, of course, the ground where it's built of. United States of America gave some things inside the building. And what do you think Switzerland gave to the building?
De klok.
Geschiedenis. Het is namelijk zo dat de de huwelijksinzegging van koningin Juliana en prins Bernhard hebben hier plaatsgevonden. Plus de doop van koningin Beatrix en haar zoon prins Willem-Alexander. Right here you see the photo of St. Jacob's Church. It's a church with a royal history because the wedding took place here of Princess Juliana and her husband Prince Bernhard and the baptism of Queen Beatrix and her son Willem-Alexander. Yes. This is the last part which was built on. Ook links ziet u daar de oudste stadsherberg van Den Haag. Dat is nu een restaurant. En die oudste stadsherberg, das ist jetzt ein Restaurant und das ist das Gaudium in Italien. We krijgen dan vandaag een surprise tocht van de chauffeur. Hij rijdt mij overal langs waar we eigenlijk nooit langs mogen. Binnenhof, inside. De eerste bewoonster hier was Louise de Colonie. En dat was de vierde vrouw van de man die hier op het paard zit. En dat is Willem van Oranje, die over het paleis kijkt. Ik zie dat de koningin aan het werk is, want de vlag hangt in top. Dat betekent dat zij aanwezig is in het gebouw. Het paleis wordt als werkpaleis gebruikt en voor ontvangst. Het is Willem van Orange, Willem van Oranje. The palace is now used as a working palace of our queen by the community of The Hague, and they're going to make a museum in it.
Ik ben er, oké.
Ik was hier ook nog nooit op deze manier boven gekomen. Her husband next to her and all the members of the parliament and the embassies, etc. gathered around here as well. Normally we're having the tour downstairs. It's the first time I'm doing it upstairs here. So
yeah. Kom op.
Maar ik denk maar steeds de eerste.
Ja, dat kan je. Parliament buildings that we see around us here. So, now we're going back to the bus. There they are. See the Parliament buildings? There's an awful lot of repair going on around here. So, all around us.
Frederick Hendrik never saw it finished because he died before it was finished. So his wife...
Restaurant. Treslong. So. There we are. The restaurant. And there's Marie, of course. And Rona. Theo and Dad. We're about to sit down to have something to eat after our trip to the Hague. So, take a shot of everybody. Yeah, after a beautiful dinner and a good conversation. Lots of sharing. And I haven't put the light bar on because I know I have it right with me. I think I'll take one shot with the light bar. Hang on. It's better. That's much better. So, Verna, hello. Theo, hello.
Here.
Long shall still leven. Very good. And I'm going to take a quick shot of the dining room here. This is a beautiful place. Holds a lot of people. There's about, there must be about 4 or 5 dining halls, huh? So. Here we are, just going out of the restaurant. What's the problem? Hey, I don't want to spoil the film. Good morning, everybody.
Tony.
And here's Joop of Amsterdam.
Canadian money. Because I gotta take the Canadian money out.
Yeah. Where? Here.
Here, yeah.
Have a cigarette and change it. Oh, and I think.
Here we are in Amsterdam. Joop is with us here, Joop, of Marie and Anton. And here's Dad picking up some bouquets for his sister. we'll zoom in on him. There we go. And then I come back, and this is a flower stand, not far from where we're going. And you can have a look at the beautiful arrangements and the color here. Fantastic. These come from Aalsmeer. Yeah. These come from Aalsmeer. So, yeah, very good. This is Marie and Werner. They've been into the Baca. So I'm just going to take a quick shot around here. There we are, and then we're going to head for Marie and Anton. So now here we are in Amsterdam. It's a pretty busy place. But they've just built a perimeter around the city, and consequently, it shall be open tomorrow. So that's going to alleviate a lot of the traffic. One in Amsterdam where Marie and Anton live, and I will focus on their apartment here, which is on the second floor, Joop says, right here on the corner of the building. So, a very beautiful apartment, you will soon see. And I will zoom in on Dad and Joop and Marie and Werner's behind the tree, I guess, before we come into the apartment. We're having a smoke outside because Oom Anton has emphysema. There's no smoke outside. We are going into the apartment, which is at the side of the building. So, there we go. Yeah, here is the courtyard. You come up the elevator to the second floor, and there's a courtyard, like so, and then there we are, we catch them going into the suite down there, so.
They asked us yesterday.
I'm back in Canada visiting.
Or dust,
I'm
or
on
Holland.
pensioning on watercolor and building and helping your friends.
You have any time you can help me? So I must rebuild my kitchen.
Yeah. No, please don't get away.
Is this a butter? Butter tasting butter.
My goodness.
Excellent wine.
There's a room. I'm taking a view of the apartment of Anton, Oom Anton and Tante Marie, and then as you come in the door, there's that room. You go down the hall, and here's the bedroom. As you can see, it's a beautiful apartment. There's a handy closet in here, and then we have the front room. And we're sitting there, and oh, there's lots of light here. You can see by the camera. And then there's an alleyway, another closet to my left. And then we come into the kitchenette. And so, in the kitchenette, you come off towards the balcony. Isn't that beautiful? And we smoke outside on the balcony because Oom Anton has breathing trouble. Hang on, I'll take a picture from the balcony. From the balcony in Amsterdam on this particular corner, so I'll just take a sweep of the view that you get. There's a post in front of me here, but just a moment. There's the other part of the street and so on. And then we go over here just below us on the street. And over there under the tree is a small white car. And that is Anton's car. So, there we have it. Beautiful view. This is brand new, this building. So, kind of fighting with Marie's daughter in the kitchen of doing the dishes.
Yeah.
Here we have Ted, so on and so forth. And I'm going to take a picture from the other room. There we have Marie and, or Betty rather, of Keats and Bertha, and so on. There we have Joop. Marie. And Tante Marie. And Jelka has arrived, Dad's brother. And, right under here we have Antoon, the master of the house.
Gewoon door goed te luisteren en af en toe eens te proberen.
His English is
Very good.
improving by leaps and bounds.
Already we're going to say goodbye to Oom and Toon and
But I like to get a picture of Tante Marie.
Ik heb twee zitplaatsen
over, dus.
Ja, dus je kan er één bij jou. Ik heb ze alle 5. Maar dat is ook niet jou.
Nou, Theo, leuk om jou te hebben.
Mijn moeder was heel
Ja, hij had het erover, maar
zo'n aardige jongen.
hij had het erover om over een, want ze gaan naar Friesland, hè, donderdag.
Weet je wel, kijk ook hoor.
Een rondvaart, hè. Ik zei, ja, dat wordt een beetje moeilijk om dan natuurlijk. En nog even naar
Als jij Friesland.
nee, vandaag verdienen. Ja, zei ik ook al. Of misschien
we're
nadenken.
going to say goodbye now and go over Dad's sisters.
Maybe after the dinner.
Okay, you're the boss.
Maybe I can arrange that. So you go on Thursday, you go to Friesland.
Yeah.
You never came back here.
Okay.
She's out. She's supposed to go today.
My husband has a picture of you.
We are friends for,
Tante Marie smoking.
There we have, yeah, oh I see. Here we are. And here we have Dad's sister's apartment here in Amsterdam. So, football, and here we are at the apartment door. Bit congested, but anyway. So, we are in their kitchen here in Amsterdam. And there we have the lady with the boyfriend, and what have you, and Marie, or Betty.
This is for mij.
And now in the front room, we have Verna and Joop,
And about
Dad, of course,
1 o'clock in the night to go to bed.
Marie.
Not early,
So,
every day.
1 o'clock. And then what time would they get up in the morning?
8, 9, ja. Ja,
I'm going to take pictures.
de Centraal Station een beetje.
Ja,
Alleen
nee,
het
maar dat
probleem
weet
zal
ik wel.
even zijn om daar je auto.
Hoeveel kost zo'n trip?
Ik geloof.
I've got money, Dad.
Nee.
I have money. So have the girls.
Yeah, we have
Gewoon
money.
15 gulden.
No, I don't care. I want to pay.
We have money. Dad, put your money away.
Daddy is paying.
Playing big shot.
Look.
Marie, hier.
Nee.
Nou, je ziet, dat is de pest ervan.
Ja, je hebt geen niks meer te vertellen.
No.
You're not longer the boss.
You know, als je...
Out at the back of my aunt's apartment, and this is an older section of the town in Amsterdam. So I'm just going to take a picture of the courtyard here, and beside me is standing our guardian angel here, Joop, like so. Yeah, I'm going to give your regards to Harry back home. He specifically asked about you, Joop.
Yeah.
Or John in English.
Yeah. I will say it in the camera.
Hey, you will not break the camera.
Yeah.
So, and Harry says to give you his regards.
To my friend Harry.
Hey!
Many greetings to you. I remember you when we are in the nightclub. You remember? And you give all drinks to all the people in the nightclub and say, go on, play another music for me, and we have a lot of fun. I remember it. 30 years ago.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you, Joop.
Yeah, okay.
He said you have done well with your children and your grandchildren.
Ja.
Daar hebben er een paar anjes op gezeten, maar die waren zo slecht, die heb ik er vanmorgen maar eraf gehaald.
Die er ook geplakt.
Ja, gisteren.
Ja, gisteren.
Dat had ik niet moeten doen natuurlijk.
Je moet net eens prins binnen, die heeft elke dag een verse.
Ja.
Wat heeft om mijn heren gedaan?
Ja, dat heeft hij jaren geleden is opgestuurd. Hier naartoe. Kijk, het is
En dat is een peninsula, nog.
Met je moeder ook, denk ik.
Nee.
Is dat gekke bekken?
Ja,
Ja.
die dingen heb ik oorhouden.
Ja. Dus je hebt echt mooie dingen die je zelf gevonden hebt met het grafvuil. Ja.
Give her a peck there, Joop. Give her a peck.
Oh, ik heb liefste sketches gemaakt.
Ja.
Ja?
Harry.
Ja.
Proost.
Harry, my friend.
Beautiful.
My old friend from Amsterdam.
Ja.
Ik heb zelfs nog een stenen microscoop.
Harry is precies gelijk nou.
Ja?
Ja, dubbel focus.
Ja.
Met 2 lenzen.
Ja. Maar ik ben maar aan het beginnen hoor. Ik zeg altijd als de kinderen groot zijn dan still when I'm going on holidays. And then I'm just...
Ja, maar ik vind niet dat ik mij die dingen hinder met ben. Niet interesseert ze
He says he found plenty, he has boxes full, but no one is interested.
Oh, you're going to have a treasure.
So he put lots of it with the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Garbage, just like that. Because he said my house die gaan
Yes.
And here's Marie's granddaughter who's come to visit her aunties here. She is going to the Academy of Arts.
Kan ik iets doen? Je zegt het wel, hè?
Ja.
It's like to be
Just
naughty.
Ja.
Doing things.
Je lijkt me ook cirkel daar in.
Oh, dat weet ik niet.
Ja.
She's
And this, they have
Ja, ze
a
ziet vanzelf, die kwam in ze denk ik dan,
summer
hè.
house.
house, yeah.
Meester Ziekstraat, possibly,
And
dat
this
weet
was
ik
taken
net
at
zo
the back
goed.
Die is toen de volgende keer
after
voor
the
u.
wedding I had
Ja,
a
die in de
work
volgende
over.
ging.
Ja.
And,
Maar ik
that
kwam
was-
originally van Oosten van
that was
Friesland
that
vandaan.
kind of.
Ja.
Ja. Ja. En dan
You have a big family.
Propageertje nog.
Yes.
Yeah, really. Oh, this is good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
How
was
was the
at
weather in
summer.
Canada
Maar die
through the whole
jongen,
year?
Jan is door de braken.
The summers very short. The summers are very
Maar
short.
Hendrik en haar weet ik net wat die is. Misschien
But,
leven
Maar Jan, je hebben Jan
It's
een
not
keer
so
iets gemaakt.
cold. It's not a real hard
My,
oh, yeah.
Here we are in Amsterdam. We're going to take a trip. We're going to take a trip here in Amsterdam. It's a pretty busy place. I don't know how far we're going to get or something, but holy crow, we left late. And, pretty busy place. Okay, I got it on the thing.
And Arnold get a charge over that because this is in Amsterdam.
Look at me, Ver.
Yeah, that's what I do. Drum,
Via een van de 16 voormalige zeesluizen komen wij de oude stad binnen. Rechts en links ziet u de houten sluisdeur. Deze sluizen worden nu nog gebruikt om het water in de grachten op peil te houden en bij het... Eén natuurlijke waterweg, de rivier de Amstel.
Amsterdam. 1000 Brücken, 100 Grachten. Eine Stadt aus vielen kleinen Inseln. Doch gibt es hier nur einen einzigen natürlichen Wasserlauf, und zwar die...
À côté se trouve la nouvelle mairie. Après de longues discussions, ils ont été bâtis place de Waterloo.
The large building on your left is the renovated Amstelhof, a home for the aged, founded in the 17th century. Even in those days, we provided for our oldest inhabitants. The splendid wooden drawbridge you see across the Amstel is the famous Lean Bridge. The Emperor's Canal, and the Prinsengracht, the Prince's Canal. Seldom has a town planner had more brilliant ideas for the development of the town than ex-burgomaster Frans Hendrik Buch.
Grootste patriciërswoning. Privé.
So, on the whole, they're occupied by banks, insurance companies, and other official institutions. Because the offices are closed at night, they often look rather gloomy. However, when the lights are on, you can sometimes see the splendid interiors. You may have noticed that the Dutch... It was done for aesthetic reasons only. The stairs, because they are too narrow and steep, like those on a ship.
celebrate once again. That's two sisters. They just come back from a cruise on the canal here in Amsterdam. And as you can see, there's Jack, Betty's back. And Joop. Jalka, Marie's in the background there somewhere. And then right up front we have Raymond, who is Jalka's son. And here's Henny. And last but not least, here's Theo. Oh. Well, all right, Pasma. Oh, Sunday for the Vanderweys. Hey!
Zondag, hè? Ja. See you Sunday.
All right then.
Longer, hè? Sunday, this is longer Sunday. Yeah, I told her. No, you're not. Look. Yeah, I know. But you.
We are in the cafe, and I'm going to take a picture of the cafe before we go. And so, here are some of the patrons. And I will take a quick photo. It's a beautiful cafe. So, there's the street as you can see out there. Artifacts all over the walls. Very good. Alright.
Yeah, look at the cars. The four from Canada. Yeah. Oh, that's one of the 4 pieces. Yeah. That's the 4 pieces. Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Let me ask you.
So.
Can you get it on here?
Here we are having our last discussion here in Sassenheim with Rod and Debbie. They've been great hosts. Of course, we lived above the post hook for the Christmas all the time we were here. Called it home for a couple of weeks anyway. Very good. Here we go again. Andre just turned the table, and then this is John of Julian Teos, and he's in the bulb business. His wife works at KLM airline as a stewardess. So I turn on the light again for the postmates and so on. Very good. Oh. Debbie, thank you. We are in Theo and Julia's backyard, and they have their family with them, and we've been invited for supper. It's a beautiful backyard. He has a fish pond just down there, and there's the dog of the family. But anyway, okay, that's our Sassenheim. We're getting ready to leave. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to get this open market set up again. It's Thursday. Every Thursday they have this open market. Start about 7 in the morning, and it goes right down the street as far as the eye can see, and it'll be ready by, I think it's 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and then they pack it up. Hey?
10 o'clock it opens.
10 o'clock it opens, Marie says, and then they pack it up about, they pack it up about 4 or 5 o'clock. So, I'm a light bar, but here are the girls cleaning us to the last remnants of eating here, and We're going to leave the suite. It's been a fantastic stay here, there's no doubt of it. Have a look at the camera, you guys.
Hi.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here we are at the Arnhem and the Oosterbach War Cemetery when we're looking for this particular. There's Marie. And here are the graves of the Canadian-American soldiers, I believe, in the background. And I will zoom in on the cross in the background. And here are some visitors that have come to pay their respects. And then I will, on the other side is also the date and Arnhem Oosterbach War Cemetery. Our building here, as you can see, the cross sort of a tabernacle style, and in there are the books and the persons buried here, and you can get their location from there. So I'm inside the cemetery now. Just take a sweep of the soldiers that have died here. It's devastating when you think of the ages. They're all between the ages of 19 even, and maybe 30 years of age. 22, 21. Let's hope there's no more of these wars, eh? Nobody wins in a war. And here is Ed, who is good enough to drive us around here. He's quite the man. And Marie. So, we will stop there. Here we are looking for that war memorial plaque that was dedicated to the soldiers, and there's Ed up there, and he's found it. So I'll zoom in on him and then come back. Yeah. And I will take a sweep of this outdoor theater. So, that supposedly the Canadian soldiers after the war helped build. It's quite impressive because Holland is so flat, like a sunken garden. And so anyway, and there's trees now. You can walk all around it on a higher level. And there goes Marie up the hill. I don't know. Yeah, we just missed her. Just went up the path. So, quite impressive anyway. Hang on, and I think the memorial's at the top of the stairs there somewhere. Here in Ada with Ed and Marie, and this is the plaque that is on the top of the crest of the outdoor theater or park, call it what you will. And there's Marie and Ed, and in just a moment I'll show you a shot from the top of the crest of the park. So here we are taking a shot of the outdoor theater or park, call it what you will. And you can walk all around the crest in through those trees and bushes over there. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Give me a wave.
Hi, Tony.
Okay. And just through the bushes is the memorial that I filmed prior to this. So we hope it's the right one. We've been looking all over Holland for it. The Fronies and trips home. And there's Ed that has just driven us, and Marie, in the Carson catalogs. So I'll draw the scene back and you can get an idea.
Camera case.
In the camera case. And here we are. It was a good trip. We covered in a lot of miles. So, the whole gang is at Foley and Trips. Verna and Marie and Betty. And Dad and Frony, of course. The Trip is away on a bit of business. But anyway, we've all arrived here safely in the Hague. Trip and Frony's house. Okay.
No, I mean 35%.
Okay, this is the 28th of September, and here we are at Trip and Frony's fabric. He's a glazer and a painter, and the rest of them are inside. And look here, he has a couple of goats beside the They're inside the fabric, and there's a toilet for men and a toilet for women, I believe. And then I'm going to take a sweep of the... And all this has to be put in storage or shelved like so. And he has much on the floor that he mentions here. It has to be put away, as well as the stock there that is behind the crew. And then here he has his different offices and working rooms. There's a settee in here, and we'll have a look in there in a moment. And here we have sort of the coffee room, I guess, where he entertains his customers, as you can see. And so, the glazier's table that he uses for making some of his signs and cutting glass. Here you see some of the glass along the wall. And then, of course, you can see a whole resume of the ladders here, all stockpiled, and there's more step ladders behind that. And I just saw him finish some of these signs here, are not quite finished, but paint some. There's some more glass storage or stock. And it's quite an impressive fabric. Yeah. And there's my patriarch moving around there. So, has to put everything away, he says. And here we go into the other part of the fabric. And this is where some of the heavy work is being done. And the spray painting, I see a sprayer here, or a compressor. And as you can see, he's painting some of the rides for some of the circuses or carnivals that are going on around Holland. And outside of his fabric, you will also see what we call a Ferris wheel. Some more ladders here for so on and so forth. Yeah. Another smaller compressor. Yeah. So. So he's really been busy with this work for the carnival rides. And there's a steel plant next who manufactures things made of steel just adjacent to his warehouse. And so consequently, this fellow always has Trip do all his painting, whether it's priming or finishing or what have you. And Toyce is working with Trip in the fabric, and he is doing some of the fine work, the decorative work on these here seats or whatever you want to call them in one of the rides. It looks like a roller coaster ride, possibly. Yeah. So, a big filter for this spray shop, as you can hear in the background, and this filters the air as it goes outside into the elements. I guess they have to do that because of the Heineken beer bottle. I guess that stands about 12 feet high, and this Toyce made too. He worked off an enlarger, And it was used in a float here and a parade in around the area. And here we are in the offices of Trip. And hang on, there's an entrance next door and then another office. Here's the entrance.
This is what Julie and Dan do.
And then we'll walk into the other office.
Ja. Ja, maar daar
En de reserve, dat is hieronder. Zie, twee reserve staat onder.
Oh, really?
Ja.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is where the drafting is being done, and they have to make up signs and plan and what have you.
Because I have
Office here, and it has an old painter's bench that goes back for years. It's really intriguing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it looks like they heated up white lead or something. Warehouse where the coatings go on of paint for different big machinery or rides or anything of that nature. Here they are going into the fabrique now. And in the yard here you see stored, there's something down the end for the spoorwagon, which is the railroad. And then you have parts for the circus rides or carnival rides here on the ground. And then across the street is the steel fabrique, as you can see there. And they in turn manufacture things such as this Ferris wheel, which is a small one, Tripp was saying, because they've had bigger. And they are going to paint that, and then they dismantle it, and then they ship it. They ship it to wherever it's going. Payment or the coffee room again, and then we'll swing over to the warehouse. There's the gang as they came in. And then overhead you can see some of the machines that are used to move big equipment up and down the building on those side runners and cross runners. Side panels that are also painted here for the circus rides. These are all parts and walks and everything relating to some of the carnival rides. And also, I've got to get what's going on here. I can't be taking pictures and listening at the same time. But anyway, down there you see some cylinders that are being coated and primed and everything else. I believe these cylinders are used for gasoline or anything of that nature, anything volatile. And they're going on down there. You can see them rotating very slowly. They're being coated and dry at the same time, I believe. So, it's quite a complex. Quite a complex. Tice and his worker behind him there is buddy, I don't know him by name.
En dat is Peter, die is trouwd van de vorige week.
That's Peter.
Just married.
Just married.
Just married.
Here you see that box and that duck. Yes?
furniture too.
It's what?
Furniture.
Yeah, the furniture they paint here?
No, the furniture, the heat.
Oh, I see. This is the heating system as well as the fresh air system. And then down on the other end of the building, we have right behind Frony and Pete, who was just married, we have the filter system way down the far end in their background, okay? Building of the fabrique, the paint fabrique, and there's your Winstra coatings. You can see that from the highway to my extreme left. And here are the gang after they've had their tour, and Frony. And then I'm going to swing around the surrounding areas. You see the cows there, and over there, and he's only about 500 meters away from home. And there in the background you see the village of The Hague, and so on and so forth. And it only takes them very little time to get here, of course. And here we are back in the grounds again. And there's a part of the roller coaster that you can see there. And once again, there's the gang. And there's Dad and Trip having a confab. So that's that. And there we go. Dinstra. Good for Tante Nellie's uncle, Gurad. I don't know if I've got to get the light bar out or not, but anyway, here they are.
It's very Kevin,
Very good.
No?
I'll try to close her up here. Maybe it'll light up. There we go.
Ja, dat mag ik. Ja, oh, nou, ik neem even een eigen film aan. Dus Theo heeft waarschijnlijk ook om.
Here we are at
Hij is best door de zaak doen en een rit.
Nellie's and Uncle Gurad's house. Now we'll go back here and see if we can get a remember some of these. Remember the cupboard anyway. Only one will yeah. All his trophies. The Doiven. Marie and Verna, all the trophies of the Doiven. And more. He hasn't got room for them all. No, he hasn't got room for them all.
Die van Polen, de paus.
Dat is een zo lekker. Maar zie maar hoe leuk.
De Black Madonna.
Ja.
Anna Marie en die hoort draaien her.
Kijk maar alleen maar als
En dan in de plus en
ja, dat is nog een hartstikke best. Ja, ik ken het best. Maar als de andere beginnen te snipperen, nee, dan kan je net het nemen. Ja, kom maar. Ouderdom komt maar gebreken is dan, hè?
Yeah, I'll take a picture of some more trophies in the back room. Home Gurad. They're all over the house. And then we'll sit down here and take a shot of the backyard. The Doiv house. The Doiven house. Or hoose. So this guy is, everybody's coming in with this particular uncle and asking things about doves, how to raise them, and so on and so forth. Made a real study of it. And there's their backyard. It's really beautiful. It's the dove house. Going for supper at the Wilderman Cafe in Lemmer. And I'll try to zoom in on these guys, but there's traffic going by and what have you. There they are. Pair of a dog. Look at that. Lemmer. The Wilderman. The wild man. And up there is a picture of the wild man. Now isn't that something? Now where are we? There's the door, and then I'll just swing around here and draw back. And this in Lemmer, it's just getting dark, so I guess some of this, Lemmer was a fishing village many years ago. Now there's some boats there in the harbor, but it's getting dark now, so I'll just take a swim. Here we are within the Wildeman, and we're just getting seated there. I don't know how many else are coming, but anyway, look at right behind the wine rack and the biffy. You can't beat that, that's for sure. So, we'll cut off for there and give you a few pictures. And there's Trip, the head table, Theo and Tante Lucy, and Froni, Marie, Verna. Ja, Theo and Henny, St. Nick and Tante Nellie, and Gerard and Dad down the end there. I'll zoom in on Dad. And surprise. Surprise! Okay, that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. An excellent meal, absolutely excellent. And there's the old gentleman down the end of the table. The patriarchs, Tante Nellie, and so on. Hoi! Yeah. So, here we go with our dessert. He's getting to right ahead. So, there we go. And here we go again. Everybody's fascinated by the fire. So, zoom in on Dad down there. Him and Gerard have had a real good chat there during the meal, and they're doing great. Tante Nellie, Annie and Theo. And there we go. Stuff is turning brown. Yeah. Yeah. Testing, yeah. So, I don't know what they call this stuff, but anyway, it looks, imagine it looks good. Everybody's waiting for it. And so. Yeah. There's Verna waiting in anticipation down the end. So. Okay, here we go. Here are the two gentlemen waiters there preparing what we have here. It looks like ice cream and whipping cream. And here are the cherries simmered in a sort of a wine sauce. I'll get a close-up of that. So. Now I'm going to come back and get a picture of the people in anticipation of. See them all watching that? Very good.
Yes.
Hello. Hoi. Oh boy, that's a real picture. That's a real picture, man. Isn't that beautiful? Oh boy. So these cherries are simmered in alcohol and in wine sauce by the look of them. There they are. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's gonna, this is something new. I've never had it before, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they look like they're anticipation of anyway. It's interesting. It's your interest supper up anyway. Oh yeah. This is great. There it goes. And so it is. Boom! There we go. The second batch of cherries. Boy! Very good. They seem to know what they're doing anyway, so. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Very good. We'll zoom in on that and then I'll close it. We are after dinner there having a bit of reminiscing and it's beautiful. We got Marie kicking up. So here we are at Trip and Ponies, and here is
Music shop.
Joyce,
Get over with your husband.
Marie.
I have to pick up some.
I'm going to get over here so they have better light. Dad. Ponies way in the back there. Oh, cooking over and slaving over the stove.
Maar dat is nooit 3 uur, dan is het dus die vakken pakjes en dan krijg je nou de tweede vakken of de
Joyce is in the Navy, and he has one stripe. So we just finished some still pictures of Marie and Verna and Trip, and Joyce. Yeah. Here's the other side of the room, Verna.
You speak good English.
No careful.
So, and here's Trip answering the business phone.
Ja, ik zit hier aan de phone, hè, Madai. Ja, ik ben even een rondje aan het rijden geweest.
Let's come home from her schooling this morning. And there's Verna. And Frony. And Dad and Trip. I'm going to get Trip on the couch.
Yeah. We want Marie on the bath.
And here we have Trip working very hard on the couch.
Yeah.
See if I can zoom in on him. Hello, Trip.
Welcome.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, okay, here we are in Snake. On this particular date that you see on the screen. And I don't know what we're going shopping for, but we're going to try a radio shop here. Where's Trip? So we're just past the village center, or the town center. This has about 30,000 people, according to Trip. There's Trip parking the car over there. So.
Nee, hij wil die kant ik uit. Ga verkeer hier op.
Here's one of the main streets in Snake. So.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
There we go. There's another promenade. Another main street. There's Tony and Marie and Trip. And Verna and Dad. So.
Good.
Hey? Another part of Snake. These towns are really cut up quite a bit. It's hard to I don't know where to take pictures.
Nou, even wat volgen, joh.
Motorcycle gang here in Snake. And then you go right from there to some of the older buildings. And look at this fella here. Snake again. Go ahead. There we go. Here we are in the music store trying to obtain a morph organ for.
Yeah, I think you don't want more audible. No, he doesn't want the. You can either play first. Yeah?
Bird in the cage here. I don't know if he talks or not. So there he is anyway, for what it's worth. That's a tune. It's called Silent Night. Silent Night. Can you hear it? So, here we are the snake. Yeah.
En nee, de brandy. Die ken je nog wel. Dat die minister...
Chess.
Ja, chess.
Is hij een praatje met?
Nee, is hij toch?
Oh, no. Is dat Ronnie? Is hij heeft net Ronnie?
Ja, good. They're playing it. Yes. 2 men are playing it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's get the camera looked at. Come on, Ron. There we have Dad and Marie and Verna shopping in the store. They've gone in deeper into the complex. There we are in the streets of Snake again. Saturday night and just about all the stores are ready to close. But anyway, oh, here's a picture of an old house. And there also. Me and Trip talking with a few friends in Snake by the canal. Right here, and there's the Goysen, or the ducks rather, over there. Look at them. So there we have it. Again in Snake.
Ja.
So here are, here's the gang having a coffee.
And there is a mob.
There's Trip. So?
How Ronnie is that too?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Here we are in Snake, pardon me. Music store. Down another street. It's not getting so busy now. Another little difference in Holland here. You have a container here in Snake. You can see for the hounds. And here's the entrance to the promenade. So, back of the car to go back to the village of the Hague. And there's the water tower in the background. You can see. Come on, camera. There you have the water tower that this place is known for. And then they also have a water bridge, I guess it's called. There's some of the architecture, the roof. This is the old part of Snake. So there's the water tower in the background again. The harbor there with Renee at the steering wheel, Marie and Verna. There's a ship behind us, as you can see. And then over here, oh, we missed it. There was something that the young ones had built. But anyway, we get a fast shot while this is not raining too hard. Ships are all coming into dock.
Maybe I'll get it this side.
There again. There's where we come out of harbor. Here's one right alongside of it. Yeah, it might be rained out, eh? Lots of ducks along the way. Lots of boats as well. boats, a lot of money tied up here, but there's a lot of water in Holland, so there's an awful lot of boats. I think there's 5, as they said before, there's 5 businesses here that deal in boats. Selling, fixing, so on and so forth. I think there's only 30, the population is here, you know. The population here in The Hague is only 2,000 people. And everybody's busy. Everybody. I've got a couple of ducks around up here. There they are. Some more ducks. Watch what we're doing here. A couple of big boats here, one with a crane on it, as you can see. There's another one as well. We're right behind a steel factory here in The Hague. And I don't know how many employees it has. Right over here we have the Wienstra thing, and then there you see a big Ferris wheel is being painted by Tripp and his company. And here we are right behind the steel works. You see the back of the cow. So it's not very much difference between the land that they're standing on and the water level, but there certainly is a difference now. The cows are grazing there, and they stay right in the field. Apparently during the summer hours they milk the cows in the field. And come winter then they herd them in the barn. Seen in the camera now, and then they're sold by Vanderwey are $350,000 for gilders. So there's not too many poor Dutchmen around. They're doing very well over this country. Very well. Oh, it's a home. Then they have those, I like the lines on that. You can really see where they are. And then they have those side peels. There's some old geezers here with the side peels. But they're really unique. Mine has the going one. It's a big fella dock there. So here we're coming into the main canal. There's more. You can see their boathouses on the ship there. Really unique. There's along this other canal. This whole village of The Hague here is water just about all around us. We're going through an overhead bridge over here. These are all new homes along the canal, just built recently. We were here 12 years ago and there was none of these around. Home district, and in the background you can see that Ferris wheel where we were before that Tripp and his company made. You can see on the other side of the canal there are new buildings. New buildings. He's just turning the boat around, so that's why we're going past backwards here, but there's a building not quite finished. There's a building finished. I don't know if it's any on it. There's one with office. The church steeple, or the kerk, is called here in Hague. Right over here we have an older home. Here we are going back down. Side of the canal. On the canal there, see the name on the side. It's not even there. Some of these go back into the 1700s. Probably get a couple around with the Arnold gate on them. See. another bridge. There's that side keel. Okay, bank goofing off there. See, they got the raft on shore there. Oh, more ducks. Yeah, home alongside of the canal here. Just in the outskirts of this village of Hay. Yeah, seems to be a very nice place.
This one must be the one that your grandpa would like to have.
A bunch of rose bushes on the bank here, and all the flowers are out even now. 29th of September, as you can see on the... Everything's out in bloom, and everything looks so healthy as plant life. Now we're going under the bridge here. Right here is a boathouse that is made of concrete that is floating on. The flotation is concrete and iron. And when this particular craft has to be moved elsewhere, it's towed by one of the bigger vessels to wherever they want it. There's a whole house on a concrete flotation. Fine. Now we're coming under the bridge there and into the village square in here. See all the big boats.
Looks like this.
And
They make this right here.
they're down here anyway. So all boats of different shapes and sizes. It's unreal. Has to be seen.
Like they did it all the time.
And then we're coming some more. Look at this one dressed up in gold and we're coming into the city square, I guess you'd call, where that car just turned in the distance. And just up the street from there on the left is Tony and Tripp's home. And this is where we promenade along the dock and what have you. And now I want to see if I can get an auto date on one of these houses. And I don't know if you can see that. That's 1794 up in that center house there. And this is a doctor's house. Okay.
Perhaps I'm able.
There's the motel. We just come under the very small bridge.
Yeah.
We're going around up to the church now. Behind the church, you can see. Everything's surrounded by water. You have a great time here, but I never asked them about the kinder. Hope they can all swim. So, that's just across the street from the Veenstra family. And it's a Catholic church, I believe, this one. So, there's another kirk in the distance, or church. I'm not sure which one that
This land is protected. It's for animals. It's all for nature.
Yeah.
Now you see some of the polder again, which is lower than the little than the banks of the canal. There's a little hell diver beside us. Boats again. And houses over here.
It's a diver. Diving duck.
Back in this polder. I guess there's a difference. This isn't too deep, this polder. There might be a difference of 18, 20 inches between the lay of the land and the polder on top of the water here. On the bank of a polder, and there's our diver over this way. He's been going underwater and coming up, following us. There be the sheep again. You can hear the church bells in the distance. Very picturesque, this country. The sheep and the cows in the polder just on the other side of the bank of the canal. And there's the kirk in the distance, way down in the background. Yeah, very picturesque. So here in the background we have a trailer camp, or a camping ground as we call it in Canada. And this is just a small one, but there's more down the way there, and we're just a few kilometers away from here. grounds and summer homes and what have you. And there's one that stands by itself. But anyway, it's a holiday recreational area as well. And there we just scared up off the bank.
Yeah,
There you can see the cows in the distance in the folder. Go on. Some of the lights. I'm going to try to zoom in on this here and sitting on the post. See him? There he goes.
Blue heron.
Yeah. Get out of the way. There he goes again.
There he goes.
About 7:15 here in Holland. This is the camping area I was showing you earlier in the film. So, then we come to another large body of water.
Here we go back in.
More new development over here. Lights are coming on there, and it's going on for 7:30 as I mentioned here in Holland and The Hague. We'll just take a few shots here and hope it turns out in the film. I'm getting short of light now, but it really is really beautiful. Coming behind the church again. And then let's see if we're going to have enough light there when we come around the village square again to go home. See, there's a different home there lit up. See an older home right beside the kid. And that way up there is just beautiful. Here we are on our way home.
Houses over here. Only the sales
The light there you can see here is the boat. Another canal. So, ducks all over the place yet. So we're heading back to the canal that leads right behind Pip and Tony's place.
Yeah, I said
their coffee's right on the edge of the canal. And we're home again. And it's supper time. So, there seems to be an old kind of a room.
This is a restaurant. It was a hotel restaurant.
Boat now. And I'm going to swing it. Oh, it's pretty hard. The lights are on in the backyard. This backyard is about 300 feet long. Up to the back of the house there, you can just make them out. Anton, who has come to pick us up. Where are the girls, Dad? Wer will die Frau? Ja. Good morning. And there's Tante Nellie and Saul. I'll bring it back. Here's our cousin Theo and Verna and Marie. Oi. And Dad's standing behind the guy in the bike there, so. A beautiful mass, truly beautiful. And here we are at the restaurant, and we have a J. Postma on the door. I guess maybe a distant relative, I don't know. But anyway, here we are arriving. And this is where the Vanderwey gathering is supposed to be. So I'm just hoping my batteries last out. Here's Anton and his wife. And, Yop! How are we? So the gang's just about all here. Wasn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's fantastic. Reaction. So here we are in the cafe with all the Vanderwey clan. We met so many at once there, we just about forget two names here. Yeah. And then here is Bob beside me. And Tante Marie. Marie, Dad, Tante Great and Raina, Tante Raina, and here's Honey, one of the daughters of Tante Marie, the Great, who had a birthday there, and then there's the lady that owns the tavern, Anton, who was married one of daughters here. And here's Betty, Outbrocken, and here's Rebecca, another daughter of Tante Marie. And this is Pete's daughter, another one here, and there's Jack. And here is the husband of Raina. Where's the Raina? And here is Paul, the in-law, Ted. Also, right under me is Joe. I had earlier. Lots of French being spoken now, I'll tell you. It's good. And I come back to Dad and his sister. So, Emily and Dad and Yalka holding the sign. Hold it up a little bit, Dad, please. Ah, now I zoom in on it. Yeah. So.
You must smile.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Dit was how my father was in early days. And this is how my father is now.
Betty sent pictures of you.
Santa Claus.
Giving a present to Marie and Verna for our spouse. I have been given one for Wilma. Well, now we're going to take a few pictures here of the gang, and then we're going to take a walk about 500. We are just down the road from the cafe. I walk with Ted and Jack, and here is what they call a bell tower, and I'm being told that it's used when there is a funeral, because this is stationed. There's the incoming gate right beside the road. It's stationed right in a cemetery. And here you have some of a shot of the gravestones. And it is right adjacent to the house where Dad was born. And that's why the family reunion is here. And there's Jack and Ted, of course.